Hey, Chris Liepe here, and we're talking about ear training in this video. All my videos are about helping you overcome certain obstacles so that you can record, play your guitar, and sing better, make great music. A lot of people think ear training is this vast, complicated topic, and they're not really quite sure where to start. Here's where you start. You start by learning to play a major scale, and then with your voice, doesn't have to be a good voice, but engage your voice, sing a third above each scale degree, and get good and familiar with how that sounds and how that feels. Why is this where you want to start when you're ear training? Well, the major scale is the foundation of almost all the music we listen to, and the harmony that is in that major scale, there's a lot of depth there. But if you start internalizing what happens with the third above any one of the scale degrees, you're cracking open quite a bit of depth. Let me demonstrate. Most of us know the sound of the major scale, and we can play it. Most of us can sing the major scale. La 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 la. Most of us can sing and number the major scale, or play and number the major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you don't know how to do that stuff, do that. Get to where you can number those and make those associations. Very, very valuable. But can you play one note and then visualize in your mind's ear, what a third above, or what any note above, any concrete note above is going to be, and then react it with your voice? And then the next transition from there would be being able to play it with your guitar. It's about making this connection between your ear, your voice, and your guitar. Once you're able to do that, you're able to pre-visualize what you're going to sing or play before you actually play it. This leads to less mistakes. This leads to being able to play over chord progressions that you didn't think maybe you could play over, ultimately improving your improvisation exponentially. And starting with thirds because they're musical and they help with establishing a knowledge of the major scale harmony in general is awesome. We can play those thirds to get our voice centered, and then we'll merely sing them. La, oh, let's go on oh. Remember, you don't have to be a great singer, and you can always drop down an octave if you are having trouble, or change the key if you're having trouble hitting a certain note. That's no big deal at all. Now, why do some of those thirds sound major or minor? Well, when we're putting a third on top of that each scale degree, we need to stay within the key signature of that major scale. So in this case, we're in C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. We need to make sure that we're not using any other notes outside of C, but we need to go an interval of a third up. If we just said all of them were going to be major, we're using a note that's not natively in that key. So we're not sticking to major scale harmony. So not only are we engaging in thirds, but we're forcing our ears to stick within major scale harmony, thereby reinforcing the overall harmonic structure of the major scale. Let's go over the thirds harmony on the guitar again. And if you want diagrams, scale diagrams, and the harmony diagram, be sure to click the link below for further reference to cement these in your head a little bit more. Also played. This is more linear. So now if we harmonize with our voice. And then experiment with it. Noodle around a little bit with it. Put yourself through this simple ear training exercise, learn how to harmonize in thirds with a major scale, and you're going to see dividends in your musical life like you wouldn't believe. And if you want to learn more about your voice, free it, and learn what it can really do, click the link below and join my free voice lesson training. Let me know what you think of this exercise in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe if you like the videos. Talk with you soon.